Hello guys and welcome to our Gameweek 15 preview. Let's start with lessons learned from Gameweek 14. Firmino and Martial remember how to use their feet. The likes of Bobby Firmino and Anthony Martial have failed to justify their premium prices thus far this season, with cheaper options such as Calvert-Lewin, Wilson and Bamford massively outscoring the number 9s. This week, however, as Manchester United and Liverpool both soared to convincing victories, both strikers returned decent points to their faithful owners, perhaps signaling a return to form. Firmino received max bonus after his 2 goals and 1 assist against Crystal Palace, scoring from his only 2 attempts on goal. Martial failed to find the net, but managed to pick up an impressive 3 assists, returning 12 points for his owners. Martial has turned into a playmaker in the last few weeks for United, having created 4 big chances in the last 3 game weeks, the most in the league. Grealish shines again. Jack Grealish was at his influential best as Aston Villa downed West Brom 3-0. Grealish created an impressive 8 chances in the win, the most in the league this week by a lot. His attacking creativity earned him 2 assists, which arguably could have been more with some better finishing from Villa's attack. Grealish has picked up a bit of a trend of returning double-digit hauls every 3 weeks. If this trend continues, Manchester United might be in trouble in 3 weeks' time. Grealish faces Crystal Palace next week, before Villa have a tough run of fixtures following that. Tammy outshines premium Chelsea attack. Tammy Abraham scored a late brace against West Ham this week, his 4th and 5th goal for the season. The Englishman has had a positive attacking return every time he played 90 minutes this season, scoring from both his shots on target. The attention was yet again drawn to a struggling striker, Timo Werner, who failed to find the net from his 4 shots against the Hammers. The German has now failed to score from his last 13 shots in the Premier League, with his last goal coming in Game Week 8. Tammy's greater consistency in front of goal is the reason to consider him as a potential differential attacker, as he is still owned by under 3% of FPL managers. Salah simply the best. You simply won't have a chance of competing in your mini league this week if you don't have the Egyptian magician. Salah came off the bench in the second half this week and absolutely tore up the Crystal Palace defense, scoring 2 goals and providing an assist, earning 16 points in 33 minutes. Incredible. He scored from both his shots on target. Salah faces West Brom next week, and rest assured he will receive the bulk of captain's armband. It's simply too much of a risk not to own him. Players versus team stats. Kane and Son faced Wolves 3 times. Kane scored 2 goals and Son assisted 2. Rashford has 4 goals in 9 matches versus Leicester. Leicester failed to score in their last 3 matches versus Man United. No wonder Vardy didn't get any attacking returns. Grealish has 0 goals and 0 assists in 4 matches versus Palace. Zaha has the same numbers in 6 matches versus Aston Villa. Oba scored Arsenal's only goal in the last time he faced Chelsea. De Bruyne has 2 goals and 5 assists in 7 matches versus Newcastle, while Sterling has 5 goals in 10 matches. Wilson has 1 goal and 1 assist in his last 180 minutes versus Man City. To the next segment, top 5 stats. The first stat, top 5 XG in the last 3 game weeks. No goals for Ings in the last 3 game weeks despite having a high XG of 1.42. Give him more time if he's in your team. Top 5 expected assists. Another statistic that proves De Bruyne created too many chances for his teammates who missed them. More FPL points are coming for the Belgian. Top 5 big chances created. Martial has turned into Man United's playmaker in the last 3 game weeks. More big chances created than De Bruyne. Top 5 big chances. 4 big chances for Martial, but he converted only 1 of them. Vardy is still always dangerous and behind all Leicester's attacks. Top 5 shots on target. No one has more shots on target 10 than El Ghazi in the last 3 game weeks. He is selected by just 0.5% and he's on penalties, and Salah in top 3 for shots on target. Time for clean sheets odds. Liverpool, Man City and Chelsea have the highest clean sheets odds in Game Week 15. Feel free to pause the video and take a look at all the stats for all the other teams. Stats and tips. Stat 1. Man United last 6 away matches. As most of you know, Manchester United have been terrific on their road trips since the start of the campaign, having won all their last 6 games on the road, scoring an impressive 19 goals over the same period, 3 or more goals scored per each game. Up next for the Red Devils is a trip to King Power Stadium, where a win could see United leapfrog Leicester to second. Leicester may be in good form, though we believe this shouldn't prevent you from buying Man United's attackers. We are confident that all of Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial are capable of delivering on Saturday. Stat 2. Liverpool 7 home matches this season. Liverpool is simply unbeaten at home, at least for now, having already scored 2 or more goals in each of their last 7 at Anfield. In fact, the Reds have set a new all-time club record after stretching their unbeaten home run to 66. Accordingly, going without a Liverpool attacking for Anfield game may be considered a suicide. Out of form, West Brom will be paying a visit to Anfield this game week. No wonder to see Mo Salah as the most transferred in player, and he will probably be the most captained player in Game Week 15. Stat 3. Tottenham last 5 away matches. Despite achieving good results so far this season, Spurs' attacking potential away from New White Hart Lane is a little worrying. Tottenham have scored just 4 goals across their last 5 road trips, which may raise concerns over the appeal of 2 of the most owned players in the game, Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. So my advice to you is to avoid captaining both ahead of this weekend match versus Nuno Santos' Wolves. Top 4 players picked. Let's start with potential Lamptey, Chilwell and James replacements. John Stones from Man City. Budget-wise, he provides the cheapest secure route into Man City's now improved defense. This defensive progress is highlighted by Stone's 4 clean sheets, corresponding to 80% of his matches played in overall results in clean sheets. On top of his very favorable run of fixtures on the horizon until February, he should have no blank game weeks until then, and this should be saving managers an extra transfer. Vladimir Kofal from West Ham. Among defenders priced under the 4.8 mil mark, no other player has provided more assists than Koval's 3. Growing intrinsically involved in attack, having provided a minimum of 2 key passes in 6 of his last 7 games, a favorable upcoming schedule should boost his appeal with 3 home fixtures within the next 5, including a double game week. Game week opponents Brighton failed to find the net in both of their last 2 outings on the road. Anwar El Ghazi from Aston Villa. Starting to secure more playing time, he has scored 3 times in his last 3 game weeks despite coming on as a substitute in 1. During that time, no other player has fired in more shots on target than El Ghazi's 15. Although his schedule is not very attractive for fantasy football managers, it is important to note that he should be featuring in blank game week 18. Consequently, opponents Crystal Palace conceded 12 goals in their 5 most recent home ties, including a 7-goal whopping by Liverpool last game week. Anthony Martial from Man United. Having improved his form recently, he has scored 1 goal and provided 6 assists so far this season, including 5 attacking involvements in his last 2 games alone. Based on these numbers, no other player has created more big chances than Martial's 4 in the last 3 game weeks, with 8 key passes provided overall. Not just filling in a creative role, he was also on the receiving end of 4 big chances along the same period, highlighting his implication as both a creator and a finisher. Game week opponents Leicester City have conceded at least 2 goals in 2 of their last home 3 games and should leak in more. To the last part of our preview, captain picks. The obvious captain pick for this game week is Mo Salah, who faces West Brom at home. If you don't have him, Bruno is a good alternative when he faces Leicester away. Man United has scored 3+ goals in all their away games this season. The differential captain pick for this game week is De Bruyne versus Newcastle home. And here's an extra tip: if you love fantasy football, then you can check out Fantasy 5, where you get to play for free and win real big prizes. We have come to the end of this preview. Thank you guys for watching. Check out our Facebook, Twitter and website for daily tips and updates. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Good luck in Game Week 15 and peace!